Hello, it's Monday. I'm on my way home from work. Weather's miserable, actually it's lovely. It's not cold. 16 degrees right now, 16 degrees. Right, just come on very quickly. So I mentioned recently about the podcasts coming up. So I've got some people lined up for it. That deal with grief and bereavement and mental health. And I think it's so important, especially the mental health issue. So we've got hopefully someone from St Vincent's Hospice is going to be joining me one of the nights. The initial one will just be probably me. I've got hopefully someone from the Beats and Cancer Charity bereavement team will be joining me. I've got a lovely gentleman who I've known for a long time, proper English, Craig. Ooh. And he's a veteran, he's an ex-military, and he has himself suffered with PTSD and mental health issues, and he's going to come on and have a talk. Sounds dead depressing, doesn't it? It's not meant to be depressing, it's meant to help. So it's meant to make people out there that are watching realise that they're not alone, that there's other folk out there that have been suffering, and through talking about shared experiences we can help each other. Yous help me, you've no idea. Every person that comes on here subscribes, makes a wee comment, it's wonderful, it's nice. I love the fact that, yeah, fucking big dent in the middle of the road. I love the fact that we're having interactions and chatting, and you know, that's amazing. That was my aim all along. Come on. Well, I flashed my lights, but it don't seem to want to go. I'm just going to sit here, to be honest with you, because it's 26 mile an hour. We're going fast enough. And I put a little survey up saying, you know, do I keep the podcast on this channel or do I put it in a separate channel? And of course the problem with putting it in a separate channel is I've got no subscribers on a separate channel, whereas we're starting to build up a wee bit on this channel. So what I was thinking of doing was starting it here, and if it's rubbish, it's rubbish. You don't have to watch it. And if it gains a bit of traction, then you can worry about that in the future. The most important thing to remember is that this is a journey through grief. I was talking to Gordon about this not long ago, and I mentioned Gordon a few times because Gordon's become a very close friend. He's had more or less the same experience as me. The same but different, you know what I mean, and by that I mean people deal with grief very differently. Gordon had a very different experience in terms of how things happened, but we both lost our lives about a month apart. Anyway, so I take Gordon's counsel on board. So when I was talking to him about this, we kind of decided that I don't want to spend my life dwelling on grief and bereavement. That's not the plan. It's not the plan for this channel. The plan for this channel is to show you that I'm fighting my way through it, that there's potentially light at the end of the tunnel, that I might come out the other end. That's what I really want to do. Not to forget Sarah, not to get over her or any nonsense like that, just to learn to live, to manage the grief that I'll probably have for the rest of my life, but cope better with it. And you never know. I just don't know what the future holds. I don't. So the podcasts, it's important to me. What are you doing? It's important to me that these kind of strike a chord with the people that I need them to strike a chord with, which is, you know, there's people out there that are struggling themselves. There's people out there that maybe don't have, I don't know, it's hard to describe. There's people out there that deal with grief, they don't deal with it particularly well. I'm not suggesting that I am or whatever, but I want to try and reach out, and the podcasts give an opportunity to sit and have a proper chat rather than me just sitting here mumbling on a bike. That's why I'm doing them. But I want the podcasts to be related to what I do, and the title of this is Riding Through Grief. So riding on a bike, the motorbike has played a big part in my ability to cope, my ability to get through this. In fact, it's played a vital part, not just a big part. Well, what's going on here? Wow. Probably piss that car up for sneaking through the middle, but piss that car up. Off. So because the bike has played such an important role in my life, and I've been riding bikes since I was 16, I want to talk about bikes. I want that to be brought into the podcasts. I want eventually the podcasts to be more about what the journey was, not what it is. Does that make sense? I want to try and help people that are maybe much later down the journey than me, and make them understand or realise that, you know, by doing this is a kind of cathartic thing for me, because obviously I'm trying to deal with this in some sort of psychological way. Therapy. This is like, see if that ambulance will let me squeeze through. Yeah, this is murder. Sorry, I'm losing train of thought here because I'm fighting my way through this nonsense. Oh dear. Where was I? Aye, this whole journey is a cathartic thing for me, but and I want other people to sort of benefit from that journey, if they can. I mean, I'm just fucking, sounds like I'm trying to be some sort of counsellor here. That's definitely not the case. But if my experiences can slightly influence someone else, then that would be great. Oh, I'm cooking. I am stewing. Oof. Wearing all this gear is absolutely cooking me, and my watch is doing something. I don't know what it's doing, but it's doing something. I don't know. Anyway, if you manage to make any sense of what I've just been rabbiting for the past 10 minutes, then well done. Because I've lost track that many times, I don't know what I'm talking about now. Summary. Here's a summary. Podcasts will start and they will be on subject, and that subject will be, not entirely, but based around the subject of grief and ways of dealing with it and all that kind of bump that goes with it, the processes, the phases, all that kind of thing. Speaking to people, experts, other people that have experienced it, and as time goes by, and if the podcasts, if anybody actually listens or watches, then I want them to eventually develop into something different, and that something different will probably reflect on my journey, how I'm doing. So if I'm coming through this and there's a glimmer of hope and light at the other end, then that'll reflect on what I'm talking about in the podcast. It'll probably become more of a bike focused. That doesn't make sense. It is bike focused. You know what I mean. So that's the plan. So we'll get the first one up in the next couple of weeks, and then it's going to be a regular sort of weekly thing that'll go up at the same time each week. And I'm just in the process of arranging guests and stuff to come on, and once that's done we could kick off. there you go. Thanks for listening. I'm probably going to just sign off here, but I'm going to leave the cameras on to get home because this is murder.